The loneliness is the main companion of my character, which goes throughout all his life. And it is not tragic. It might look a little bit sad, but it's his own universe where he lives with his little cat. And the loneliness maybe comes, and the sadness comes maybe not from the fact that he's lonely, but from the understanding that his wish to find a woman, the girl he loved 50 years ago, is a pure illusion. We know at the very beginning that this is not going to happen. He lived too long on his own in his loneliness. It's very difficult to imagine some 80 years or 75 years woman coming into his life. So this kind of the contradiction between his dream and the reality, maybe this creates some kind of sadness in the film. Maybe 1 year ago, I was asked by my good friend, the producer Audrius Stonys from Latvia, to help him in his project, because he was filming with another film director, Temur Tsava, the Georgian director. They were filming for 5 or 4 years, and they shot a lot of material, and they kind of stuck in the middle. They couldn't move further. So Audrius asked me if I could just watch the material and maybe give some suggestions where the film could move to. I watched the material. I thought this was really great. I thought they could easily make a film out of what they shot. But in one scene, I saw this really strange character, bald with a strange hat, very full of self-respect. And I said, I would like to make a film about this guy. And then I started to look what he is, who he is. I found out that he was the champion of Georgia. He called himself the champion of the world. And I thought this would be my character, and I will make about him preparing for the competition of veterans of the wrestling that is going to be in next year. But while speaking with him, I found this another story, the love story of Sveta Turmanidze, so that the film turned to that direction. And this somehow pushed me to the understanding that actually we all have so many untold stories. So you can pick anyone from the crowd, and then you go deeper, you find this really, really nice, dramatic or sad or funny stories. Well, this is how Ramin came to the film. Maybe the main subject of my films is time. And loneliness, and we speak about loneliness, is somehow connected to the time. And then you think about the man and the time. You come to this dramatic point where you see that the time is stealing life from us all the time. So I made this ukuke about the fragility of the body. And also then I think about Ramin, the understanding that time is passing by, and this his memory, his dreams, they are somewhere stuck, somewhere going back in time. So this is how the time is coming to my films, and also with the film with Ramin. He is strong and he is weak at the same time. He's also the contradiction between the champion, who has to be very strong, and the time that makes him really weak, an old weak man. So this also a kind of dramatic and tragic and sad contradiction.